front macaque, because what can happen now with this, right? I'm doing tricks on it right now, bouncing on it. Hello, welcome back. It is I, Sag, showing off a couple of golden pack games. As you know me, the P4 smelly guy. So I was playing against Kutarba, which he has become very, very skilled in the arts of Pack 3. Probably one of the best right now, I think some would say. Learned from the best, which is me? No, Anon. And he wanted to... Well, I guess both of us kind of wanted to see a bit more of the 4v3 matchup, because it's not a matchup that is played very often. Mostly because not very many people play Pack 4. So we were running up some games, and honestly, even in this game and the next, they cannot keep they cannot keep letting me get away with this, because something about the 4 squad, man, it speaks to me in ways that I didn't think were possible. One, because I think it actually can take you from what seem to be unwinnable positions and actually completely change it. And it's probably because of the amount of gold you get from Manta, the amount of tempo you get from Macaque, and the amount of stats you can get from Bop. Like, just all of those combined into that squad makes it super real. And then, like, if you have Gazelle, it's, like, unbelievable temp stats. But we're not even talking about Gazelle here, right? We're going for something different. So I hit my Manta on 5. I have 6 lives. Of course, I'm going to take that, especially because I'm up 1. That is a nasty turn 5. Because he had double Cappy, I believe he was able to level Cappy and then sell it onto basically whatever opening shop was, plus the Platy. So, insane amount of stats here. I think I actually tie. Yeah, which is pretty wild for me, having to run a 4 squad. I mean, he is as well. Meerkat, also kind of the GOAT when it comes to being able to, like, bridge that gap in stats. Sort of like, if you don't have Gazelle, Meerkat is sort of another way to come back in the game when it kind of feels hopeless. Can't win this one. His shit's just way too big. He even had a Bass here ready. What does that Bass go on to? Probably the Platy. But this game is definitely an example of a game that looks completely unwinnable, and it actually isn't. Normally, I'm pretty solid. Like, I can tell quite well when a game is unwinnable. This turn 7 is also unbelievable, right? That is level 3 guinea pig, starfish, and 2.33 platypus. And you can see why I'm starting to think that the game is becoming unwinnable, right? He also has 5 lives. I have 4. And in my mind, I was like, the only thing I can do is keep waffling this African penguin to make sure that when the time comes, I'll have enough attack to be able to at least, like, try to punch through his pivot. I think even after that, maybe it wasn't then, but very soon, I was like, we can just abandon. Like, this game's over. I also wanted to be able to hit the breakpoints that there are now. I mean, look at this, man. Double starfish. I don't even think I can win this round either, because level 3 Platy is just... It's got 2 9/9s coming out of it, right? And, like, that's his turn 8. I can't even fucking imagine what his turn 9's gonna be. So here I have to hope and pray that I can get Bop, because at least I got Macaque here, so I can get rid of the African penguin. I have to get Bop on this turn, or Spike level 2 Macaque, which, I mean, that was pretty good. I froze rolled because I would rather hit the level 2, like, through a chocolate or something, than have 1.5 Manta. And this is his turn 9. This is basically where I was like, there's no world I'm winning this game, right? It looks borderline impossible. When you see a board like this, turn 9, 5 lives, level 2 starfish, this will be 10 attack, because this will 1 away from level 3. Like, come the fuck on. He's already setting up for the roll build and everything. reducing my health even further. I think I am able to win this turn, which is, oh my god, that's a godsend. That's probably one of the only reasons I could make it anywhere. But if I didn't win this turn, it was 100% over. And now here I have to hope that I can spike, right? And I need bop. And it's the crazy part about this is that I don't get an early bop. So I have to keep playing this while he already has ostrich, platy starfish. I just have to keep playing it this way. This spike was really nice. It should give me like one more turn. Yeah, because he is saving it all for turn 11 when he can just buy like a bunch of tier 6s. Getting my shit down to 1. We're pretty okay this turn though. Still a little spooky, but we make it through. And so now we're tied up. But I still don't feel very confident with how much setup he has. The turn, at least like I got a little bit of a grace period, right? I think that was the big thing. So like on that turn 9, because we were in call together, I was like, bro, just fuck this game. Like there's no way I'm winning. So maybe he just hard rolled and was like, I don't know, going for level 2 ostrich. I suppose that is probably what you do now that I think about it. You would just hard roll chocolate, get your level 3 platy, and then get your level 2 ostrich. So you would like just mega kill them. Sort of like how you would do with pack 1 getting an early dragon. So here I figure my only thing to do is either spike level 3 macaque or force bop. And so I hard roll bop, and I'm actually going to be able to get it on turn 12. Not very great, because that's a turn 12 level 2 bop. I really need to win this turn, and he pivoted. That is double Ammonite with 12 rolls. 30-30 Ostrich, 35-33 Fossa, which is also a level 2. And I am sad, because this is like... Oh, the double hit on the Fossa, oh god. Oh god, maybe I should have positioned differently, but like, how do I position like in this scenario? So it's looking more and more hopeless by the second. But I say, you know, whatever, let's play it out, get my level 2 bop, and I think the only reason I have any chance at all in this game, I probably should have bought, I could have bought so that stoat, but then I didn't want it to get hit, which is the thing. I needed like every bit of stats. He fucking goes Woodpecker Fossa. So now he only had 4 rolls this turn. Thank goodness. Still is going to kill my bop. I at least get to trade here. I don't think I can win this turn either. Yeah, because of that trade. And so I'm at 1, and it's like, brother, what do I do? I get insanely perfect bop resets. So if you don't know about playing bop, it has, of course, a limit, right? Spend 7 gold, give 3 random friends, +2/+2. And it'll tell you its current progress and everything. So I spend 3 gold here, right? And then I spend another 3 gold buying the bop. And what that means is that this goes to 6. When I roll, that goes to 7. It activates. Now, yes, it does hit this. But what I can do now is instead of having to build up to 7 again, this is already at 4. Which means I can half combine this bop onto that bop. And now my level 2 bop is already 4 out of 7. Which essentially accelerates it by double, right? Instead of 7 gold I have to spend, it is now only 3. And if I can keep finding more bops, I can keep essentially trigger resetting it. So here, again, it's at 2 out of. So I just buy it now, right? 3 and 5. I get to buy the potato. Now this is 6. Instantly, right? And it's like impossible to get another trigger too. But it was perfect gold to be able to get this to 6 out of 7. I have 1 roll, and then I get another 6/6. This potato is also so important here because of Woodpecker. It's going to be harder for him to get level 2 Woodpecker, I knew, because he would be, of course, going for like his big stuff, right? Probably trying to buy perks eventually too. So it's going to be hard to get this, which means my bop should now always live. Despite the 7 rolls this turn, always lives, always trade. And then I always trade here. boom, trade again, and I actually live through this turn, which I think I needed like every bit of value out of the bop. So same thing here. With this, it's a little bit different. This is my last trigger on it. So getting it to level 3, right? I just have 3 out of 7 now. Allows me to buy, sell the stoat, roll 1. There's like a world you could run double bop, but I really don't want my last, like the level 1 to ever get hit because I can't half combine. And then we actually go for level 3 macaque here. I end up buying Fig because it's like I need something, literally anything, to help me win this round. Oh my god, 13 rolls this turn. I really thought my Meerkat was going to be able to live through the Woodpecker. But 13 rolls kills him. But, and this is crazy, a perfect breakpoint here allows me to draw. Beautiful Durian action. Really needed that. And now it's lethal, lethal. I get my level 3 macaque, baby. Oh, yes. And I was thinking there was a world that I might Beluga Warthog. But what I would need is another potato, right? I find this Beluga. And then I was thinking I wanted just to Durian the Meerkat instead. Yeah, and I was like, I could Beluga Warthog if I found a... Oh, no, I didn't Beluga at all because I forgot Meerkat gives the attack. So I just wanted a potato for Warthog Potato. Unfortunately, I was 1 gold off, so I couldn't do it. And then this is the final turn. So he has Pepper now. That's 14 rolls here, which means that the Ammonite, his Mimic Octos are going to be massive. They both live. I do get to trade. Durian happens. Beautiful trade here. Durian happens again, and he is not big enough to take me out. And I am at 2 HP with Macaque, and we actually win what I thought was definitely an unwinnable game. So I'm sure he made mistakes. I definitely made mistakes, but no one's perfect, which means in a way, not every game is winnable, but not all unwinnable games are unwinnable. And I will not elaborate. All right. And another game that I have to show, which features a crazy pivot. Me and Eric Sarma, very new to the dojo, basically a rookie for this team tour, but probably seeming like the overall like best pick you could have had as a rookie. Sandwich is a close second, my protege. But Eric has been popping off, topping the leaderboard with his pack 1. So very, very strong player. And he wanted to play pack 2v4, also another matchup that doesn't happen that often. But we were talking about in the dojo if pack 2 is better or if pack 4 is better. And I think a pretty heavy consensus is that pack 4 is better. Mostly because you have enough tempo usually to stay in there, and then you do still have like solid late game options like with the 4 squad, Beluga, stuff like that. However, Eric decided to take the lone stance of pack 2 is better, and I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not. But we can do some 1v1s if you want, so we ran up a few, and I will say that I won 4 out of the 5, so needless to say, I think pack 4 is still a little bit better than pack 2. I am just better at pack 4 than he is at pack 2, but I'm pretty sure like even Revolving Coke would have the same consensus. Brother, that word is tripping me up. So yeah, I play a pretty standard game here. Go for a ton of African penguins. I just want a ton of early attack. I had to go for like a double squid option as well. It seemed right in the moment. Not really up on life, so not that great for me. And getting early Saiga is nice, of course, but wanted to make sure I have a summon with it. So I just end up going double Osprey here. Big squid can usually take out the front. Hitting the Hoopo is really nice. If I could. So I don't want my Saiga to die, but he gets the double. That's fine. Can't win this turn. And then I do something unbelievably insane. Like, I don't think you should ever do this probably, because with this board, you have like a ton of attack that your African penguins gave you. I don't even know if you should sell African penguin yet on the real when I sold it. Um, but like a ton of attack. But something changes my mind, and that is when I level up into Macaque, which again is insane here, right? Secretary Bird just looks like the option because you already have summons, it works with Saiga. You have the perfect positioning for it right now. But something I love to do is go Macaque Banana. It's one of my favorite things to do. So sell the Meerkat, get it out of here. I need my 12/12. And I do believe, yes, Eric is going for a little bit of a pivot action, which makes sense. He's playing pack 2. But that does allow me to win this turn. I think he bought at least one can, double lob. So it looks pretty solid for him. And, I mean, I'm just rolling down. I want banana. End up finding a manta, so I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, I'll buy a manta. Right, I already have a 4 squad. Oh, look, another manta. You know what? This squid is worthless to me. Why don't I just run Macaque 2 mantas? And the Saiga's not bad, right? I still get like a 9/9. So, and using this potato to absorb some blows. Going for a Doberman pivot, I kind of like it. We're actually able to win this turn too, which is pretty nuts. Very, very much so needed. And now, like, I'm coming into this turn with 14 gold. Like, it's should be fairly easy to find a level here or on Macaque. So I rip a bro. I like getting that. If I hit Bop, I win. I don't. Therefore, I cycle Oyster. Hit a Durian. I do like a Durian here. And I'm just going to buy whatever is at the end. So I would have bought a bro, but I end up buying Manta, another 2 gold. And I'm feeling cheeky, right? A pretty solid pivot. Could have been better for sure, but I mean, you got your 2 tier ups. You got a tier 5 that can scale, and then you have got Doberman, which is a really, really good hit here. 21-14 with Coconut is going to do some damage. So I completely lose this turn. And you might think it looks a little hopeless for me, but that is not the case, because I can do something very cool, which probably a lot of people don't see. And I do skip that crane, because I was like, I'd rather hit the Macaque. But then I roll into another one immediately, and I was like, well, I'll do it. And so I buy the crane here, and now when Mantis Shrimp hits the Manta, I instantly get a melon. And it can usually trade pretty favorably. I still end up getting my level 2 Macaque too, which is Chef's Kiss, am I right? Skip this one. I was thinking that I was gonna just need to Beluga Chocolate Cake something to win, right? It happens, boom, I get to double trade, easy. Fucking Oranguru doesn't get double sniped, and I'm able to win this turn. Crazy win by me, I would say, because his team's like fully filled out now. Like this is a pretty good team for turn 10. Still keeping Saiga on my hip, and now I'm thinking like he's gonna know about the crane, so I'm just gonna get rid of it, and I'm gonna try to chocolate cake something with my Beluga. End up hitting a double Saiga, which was pretty gnarly, and then I just go for Nyala. It seems like the best thing. Still looking for chocolate cake, but end up going tomato. And then I think I swap position right front Macaque, because what can happen now with this, right? I'm doing tricks on it right now, bouncing on it. Because now what happens is Mantis Shrimp is higher attack. So Macaque gets hit, and then I'll have my, I'm pretty sure it gets moved. It's like weird. Monkey will come out, and then I'll have my 24-24 ready in the front. I would have rather it not happen this way, but I think that's just how the interaction goes. Team, again, is still really strong. He's got pancakes, but I am able to bust through here. Doesn't die. Thank you. That does, though. But, I mean, big 26-26 is going to bust me through. The tar, making him lose Coconut, I don't think was worth it. Maybe for a turn, but definitely not there at the end. You need that Coconut, my boy. But that's going to do it for me. Had some enjoyable games, getting a little bit back into versus, trying not to beat myself up about it, but we are in playoffs as well. So with Team Tour, we made it to playoffs. Still trying to set up my set with Kai for King of the Wheel, but hopefully we'll have that out pretty soon. And who knows, maybe we can win Team Tour. Pack 4 squad, baby. That's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Politely smack that like button's ass on your way out. And you know what? Have a wonderful day.